Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. Today is Friday, September 12th, and that cool weather is coming in. It's feeling really nice out there, outside, so hopefully you've been able to enjoy some of the fresh, nice fall weather. Looking forward to it myself, but again, thank you for all our loyal Coffee Chat listeners for tuning in today, and again, our loyal Coffee Chat in-person residents as well. We've got a lot of content to cover today as usual, and I will wrap it up with my final points as well. But again, thank you all for tuning in today. See you soon.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week. And just a few updates from the Wellness Center. Stop by today from 10:30 to 12 and enjoy a nice light breakfast snack, some socialization, and get your blood pressure taken by Patty from IHS. And our monthly wellness documentary will be on Monday, September 15th at 1 p.m. in the Marsh Media Lounge. The Mindfulness movie brings together a group of the world's leading neuroscientists, psychiatrists, and authors to decode mindfulness. First, they help to define what mindfulness is and how the concept of neuroplasticity plays into the practice. Then they walk you through 8 practical, foundational mindful lessons like managing stress and mindful eating. Finally, you'll meet some veterans and teens who are using mindfulness to overcome some issues like PTSD, depression, anxiety, and everyday stress. Everyone, regardless of your belief system or background, can find something to take away from this wonderful movie. Grief Support with Bobby will be back on Tuesday, September 16th at 3 p.m. in room A6. And the Mobility Repair Clinic will be back in the Veterans Lobby from 10 to 12 on Tuesday, September 16th. Please call 904-807-6221 for an appointment. And Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, September 17th from 9 till 12 p.m. and the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower D. Don't miss out on the Cypress Green Market. It'll be back in the main lobby from 10 to 2 on Wednesday. Come use up some of those dining points and get some delicious local produce. And you will not want to miss out on this month's Live Vibrant workshop, I've Fallen and I Can Get Up. That'll be hosted by Deb Goyne and Danny from Outpatient Therapy on Thursday, September 18th at 12 p.m. in Egret Hall. No sign-ups necessary, just bring a friend and a great attitude. And a little marsh on the IHS front, if you have not had the chance to meet our new Director of Innovative Home Services, Kim, or even our nurse, Patty, please come down to the Marsh Media Lounge on Friday, September 19th at 2 p.m. to enjoy some refreshments, some light hors d'oeuvres, and a very informal meet and greet. And our daily dose of wellness. If you aren't already stretching twice a week, here are some reasons why you should. We know stretching improves our flexibility and enhances our mobility. But did you know that it also helps you with posture and balance? It enhances your mood, and it helps promote relaxation and reduced body tension, allowing for better sleep. You want to stretch safely? Well, we have a fitness class for that. Forever Flexible with Cindy will be on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. in the Osprey Fitness Studio, so come down and check it out. And if you have not turned in or mailed in your completed resident satisfaction survey, today is the final day. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you to everyone who has taken the time to already complete it or mail it in. We appreciate all of you, and your voices are going to be heard. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I love you all, and I'll see you around the village.
All right, good morning, everybody. This is Tyler with Dining Services. Few things that we want to go over with you all. Wanted to make you very aware of a change in style of service for the Lakeside venue. Thursday, September the 18th. We are going to provide just an entree bar with a theme kind of along the lines of like a taco entree bar with some other options, definitely. But it will be in addition to what we're offering from Middleton's. So you will have the option to grab from either line, regardless of where you're sitting, and use either to build your meal for the evening. And the pricing for it will be equivalent to what we charge for the Middleton's meal, so it'll be 16 points across the board that evening. And it will only be that evening, so the next day, we'll be back to regular service. So we appreciate that, and we will make it, enjoyable for everybody. I'm looking forward to it actually because I know what we're serving is something that you all enjoy. So, as well as the Middleton's menu that evening, there should be some good stuff. Speaking of the Middleton's menu, you know, I've been doing the menus the past couple of weeks. You will start to see the changes in the menus. And with those, we are just getting things out into the Middleton's menu that you have been asking for, you know, higher quality items, more desirable items menu-wise, and just the things that you were asking for, period. So this, you know, Thursday coming up that we just touched on in the dining room, Lakeside dining room, I know we will actually have beef liver and onions on the menu as well that night, and there's people excited for that. There are a couple other items on there that I know you all like and enjoy, so hopefully that night goes well for everybody. We've had mention of coffee machines changing a little bit throughout the community. That does not mean that there will not be complimentary coffee offered. No, that is not the idea. We are looking to offer something for everybody, but something that some of our residents as well as our associates are looking for when it comes to a cup of coffee besides regular decaf. The machines we're looking to get are capable of providing an espresso, whatever it may be. It will be a machine that you pay to access and pay to, you know, get a drink from, but that is one machine in the main lobby and one machine in the healthcare center. The other machines in the Middleton's dining venue and the Loon's Nest dining venue will remain complimentary. Those are not changing, and if they do change, the only thing changing about them is where the coffee is coming from and the machine itself, not the process. So I wanted to make sure that was kind of clarified there as well. The next thing that I have is going to be our search for an executive chef. We met with a couple of individuals. You know, they've, you know, impressed me in the beginning, but, you know, when it comes to sitting down with the group and in front of a panel, the pressure rises and they, you know, show who they might truly be. We've not been impressed by anybody. We're looking for the right person for the role. We have others that we are coming up with second interviews for next week, and they have strong experience. They have experience in different realms. One is going to be more geared towards extremely fine dining, upscale dining, menu management, things like that. The other is going to be still fine dining experience, but with the healthcare setting involved, with you know, things of that nature as well. So I don't want to say they're polar opposites, but they do have certain traits that we're looking for, but not all of the above. So we're just trying to find that right fit, and it is taking us some time, but I will say I'm extremely proud of the group that we have here holding it down while that vacancy is there. You know, you all are aware of who they are, but Chef Justin, Chef Esther, everybody in the kitchen, those that are cooking for you all on a day-to-day basis, it goes to show that they're the ones really doing it. It's not us, it's not the executive chef, it's them. So please, if you see them, thank them. You know, they're happy to do it. They were very happy to, you know, be able to fill in and help out where we need them to, so it's been good. The last thing is the menus. We've touched on it a little bit in menu chat, but the Lakeside menu, you may have seen that there was an adjustment made a little bit, just tiny, nothing major. That's what we're looking to do across the board. So the Loon's Nest menu, I was asking for some feedback on what you all would like to see, as well as the Lakeside menu. Anything you all can kind of recommend. We're looking to change a couple things here and there frequently rather than doing one large overhaul. That is a strenuous process and it does take time. So just wanted to make you all aware of that. I do have one final actually good update that I wanted to provide, and that is regarding the dining services coordinator position. That was the position that was occupied by Sally before. We've had an individual from the team actually step in to fill that position. So they actually did sit down with Sarah and Ty and myself and kind of go through an interview process with me, met with Sarah and Ty because they will be trained by Sarah. They'll be trained by Katie with what we're looking for in that role, as well as working with myself. So they did go through some steps to get into it, and that person is Michaela Balke, who has been the supervisor in the main dining room for some time now. She's done very well, and I'm extremely proud. I'm happy to have it. You know, it's not like we're even going to lose anybody in the supervisor role at that point. We're going to have her, she'll be here to train that new hire and work with Emma. So all of it's good in that aspect, and I'm extremely, I'm fortunate for it. So, I'm happy to have it. I'm very lucky. So I really want to congratulate her, and I hope you all do as well when you see her throughout the day. So thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Michaela Balke from Dining with some updates. So first of all, I have the Loon's Nest drink of the week. It'll be a classic and timeless espresso martini. It'll be $5. It'll have vodka, coffee liqueur, espresso, and simple syrup in it. So make sure you go on and get one. Also, in the Loon's Nest, we've had the host stand that we've been trying out, and you will be seeing more of that in the future. It is basically to help control chaos and organize the wait list and the seating and the sections a little bit better. So I think it's a great addition to the Loon's Nest. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Just a reminder that the hours on Sundays are Loon's Nest is closed for lunch, but opens up at 4 for dinner, and then brunch is 11 to 3. And lastly, we are currently, Emma, Christy, and I, we are working on a dining orientation for residents to come and get to know the staff and the dining venues more, and just learn how to use the app and all of that fun stuff. And it'll be for new residents already here. It'll be once a month, and so stay tuned for some more info about that. But that is all I have. So have a great rest of your day, everyone.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Scott Marquardt from Security. Just a quick update. I have some housekeeping items to talk through that are related to multiple areas around the village. So the first thing I need to talk about is the parking garage. If you purchased or are renting a space underneath, in the event that someone takes your space, which happens occasionally. Some people make mistakes, and some people don't know our parking rules. But if someone takes your space, please do us a favor and give security a call, and we will give you an alternate space while we work out getting your space freed. Please refrain from taking another space from another parker in that garage, because that just creates a domino effect that makes it even more difficult to rearrange and musical cars and getting people back to their home spaces. So if that happens, just give us a call and we'll get you an alternative space in the meantime while we try to sort out who took yours. Also, the gate, which is currently going to be replaced as somebody hit the gate, people don't quite understand why we have the gate. So the reason for the gate is to help people who are walking through the garage from not getting hit from entering cars, because a lot of cars don't stop when they're supposed to, and you can't see in the first few seconds into the garage, and there's a walkway right there. We are trying to mitigate that with that arm that's coming down. That arm is not keeping people out of the garage at all. It opens to every car. So just so you're aware of that. So we do have people who enter that garage who should not be entering that garage, and they do take spaces, and we do our very best to keep those spaces clear for the people who they belong to. But that gate does not keep people out. So that is a misconception for some residents. I just want to point that out. Additionally, there are some misconceptions about our fire doors. In the event that our fire doors are shut because we had some sort of false alarm or an actual fire event in the building, they are to remain closed until my team comes around and opens them back up for use. So you should stay in the section of the building where they are closed. If you've heard an all clear and we just haven't been around to open them, that's fine. You can use them if you've heard an all clear. But otherwise, please refrain from going through those doors, as they keep smoke and or fire and or heat from making it into another part of the building. And additionally, our trash chutes, those are also part of the system. So you need to be keeping those shut. It is, the fire marshal will give us a hard time or write us up for keep opening those and propping those trash chutes open. So you need to be closing those after you use them. I know it's difficult to get in and out those doors carrying a bunch of garbage, but please make sure that you're doing that, because that's going to be a problem with our fire marshal. Third thing, there should be no golf carts driving around the lake. I know that some people still are doing it, and we're trying to raise awareness. It's not where we want people driving their golf carts, because we've had several close calls, and we don't need people getting hit out there. So it's a no-fly zone for golf carts. So please be aware. And the last thing I need to talk about is pendants. If you have multiple pendants in your apartment, but only one person living there, we would like to have your extra pendants back. We need those pendants because we're working to replace the system, but in the short term, we would like any extra pendants that you have to be turned into our office. So if you would do so, that would be fabulous, and we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. That's all from today.
Good morning, Cypress Village. It's Natalie here, your Director of Environmental Services. I have quite a few things to talk with you about today. First of all, please only put things down the trash chute that are small, bag trash. Yesterday we had a whole vacuum cleaner stopping up the line, so please don't put big things down the trash chute. It makes it difficult, and then we don't want to have a stinky mess, so thank you for that. Also, it's cold and flu season, as we all know. If you are feeling under the weather, please let your housekeeper know or let myself know, and we can reschedule for you when you're feeling better. We don't want the housekeepers to catch whatever it is that bug is going around and then giving it to everybody in the building. So please reschedule if you're not feeling well. We'll be glad to do that for you. Also, this Saturday will be the second floor carpet shampooing. So if you don't mind to please bring in all of your knickknacks from your hallway so we can get your carpet fresh and clean. We are going to, later this month, have a new resident robot living with us. He will be vacuuming the upper floors. He will be called the Wiz. So look for that. It'll be very fun and interesting. And last but not least, in the least, next week is Environmental Services Week. So when you see your housekeeper, give them a great attaboy or girl, and just appreciate them as much as I do. That's all I have for you today. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. It's Joe again, filling in for Dave for hopefully not too much longer. Dave should be back soon, I'm being told. So fingers crossed he'll be back in the seat. So we had a lot of rain this week. We've had a lot of water leaks in the healthcare and a lot of the homes. We are diligently trying to get all that addressed fast as we can. We do have a couple dry days that's helping get the repairs done. The bridge repair to A entrance is done. All the wood has been replaced, all the bad wood, so that is complete. We are doing some other wood repairs throughout the property, so you'll see some that happening soon. Concrete around the lake. Alpha was out, did a lot of grinding, so if you go around the lake, you'll see a lot of where they've done grinding and lifting and a bunch of repairs there, so the trip hazards are just about gone, if not all gone. The pool entrance, they are complete and they look very nice. Blinds in the loon's nest. Mark has ordered the blinds. We are getting rid of the blinds that run on batteries because it seems to be a continuing issue. So we do have new blinds coming for that. And then the algae in the lakes and ponds, you should notice that the lake doctors have been working on that, and a lot of the algae is pretty much gone. Other than that, have a great weekend and see you next week. Thanks.
Hi, I'm back, is Brianne Eagle, not Nance, from the CLS department, and I am here to discuss the upcoming activities. My official start date is Monday, so I will be here full-time starting Monday at usually here around 8 or 9 if you want to come see me in the office in the Veterans Lobby. But I have been tasked to talk about the upcoming activities for next week, and we've got 4 that we want to highlight. So the first one is actually tonight in Egret Hall at 7 p.m. We'll have live music with Tim Akins, so make sure to come and see that. And then Saturday at 2 p.m. in Egret Hall, we've got Judy Emmett's Mahjong Madness Tournament. You're going to register with Judy, and the registration fee is $5. So if you want to register, please reach out to her, but it should be a great time. On Tuesday, we will have Steve Chapman performing live in Egret Hall at 7 p.m. for his Rock Around the 50s show. And then on Thursday, September 18th, we will have the Air Force birthday party in Egret Hall at 2 p.m. And that is being hosted by the Veterans Committee, especially Jim Purdom and Bill Wilding. I can't wait to see all of you guys again. I'm very happy to be back at the Village. If you guys have any questions, concerns, requests for Community Life Services, just stop by the office and let me know. You can also send me an email at eaglebrianne@cypressvillageretirement.com, or you can give me a call. My number is 904-807-6117. I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Good morning, residents. My name is Abby Maroney, your Assisted Living and Memory Care Sales Manager here at the community. We will be hosting in the month of September our tours at 2, where every Thursday at 2 o'clock we'll meet in the Veterans Lobby, go over some frequently asked questions about assisted living and memory care. What is the difference? How do I qualify? Do I need to move? When do we have that conversation? I'm here to answer it all in a very informative way. So please join us every Thursday at 2 o'clock in the Veterans Lobby. There is going to be sign-up sheets outside of my door there in the Veterans Lobby because we want to limit our number to 10 people per tour. But sign up today or come as you are every Thursday at 2. Thank you.
All right, I'm back, and the first item I wanted to touch on, some residents may or may not know this, but LCS, our management company, had made a very big announcement last week, and that announcement was involving a merger with the V portfolio, which happens to be part of the Hyatt Hotel Corporation. They have 10 communities of senior living that the family has been owning and operating for, I want to say, upwards of 20 to 30 years. Well, they have decided to divest out of senior living and just stick with their core hotel business line. So with that opportunity, LCS has engaged in a strategic acquisition. The acquisition is not supposed to take place or be finalized until probably the middle of next year, but it is great news. These properties are all very, very well occupied. They're in great locations. They are all CCRC life care communities, and they will be wholly owned by LCS. So that was a big, big announcement. They also had another announcement last week, which was just announcing the rebranding. LCS is now going to be called LCS Life. We've got a new website, and basically they took all of the different business units that LCS operates, brought them under one umbrella, one name for simplicity and name recognition. So just a couple big company outside of the community announcements I wanted to share with our residents. Next item happens to be the green roof. We did send out a survey to the residents, which we will be getting the results for. And I think we're going to announce the new name of the green roof on the community meeting next week. So more to come on that. But if you did get a survey, please respond. We wanted to put it out to the residents and see what they thought we should name the green roof. But with that as well, we are expecting the plant and live green installation this week, middle of the week. I want to say the 16th roughly is when they're scheduled to start. Hopefully that is on track. It was last week, last time we spoke. So again, we should start to see some live plants up on the green roof. And then the week subsequent to next week, our final furniture delivery should be in, and hopefully we should be putting some finishing touches on that space So all of you residents that are interested in utilizing it can. Just a reminder, next week on Tuesday, the 16th at 10:30 to 12, we have community meeting in Egret Hall. Please come out. We had a good meeting a couple months back, and we're in this new format where it's a longer community meeting, but more substantial content. So again, next week, Tuesday at 10:30 in Egret Hall. We are in our final day of survey collection window. Any residents that have a survey that they have not submitted or plan not to fill out, please bring both of those to concierge today. Or if you've completed it yourself and you want to mail it yourself, that is fine as well. Just please get them out. Our deadline is today, I'm sorry. And all of you residents that did participate in the survey, we really appreciate it. We are anticipating some good, robust feedback that we can work with, put together some actionable items for the community next year based on the feedback, and we will share those with the resident body once we have that together. This is just a notification. Sarah, Ninya, and myself will be doing the operational budget presentation to LCS next week. This is not going to be the final. This is what we're presenting as our final. There will be additional changes, adjustments, tweaks to the budget before we get it finalized. But the following week, we will be doing the quarterly financial presentation. I think that meeting is on the 30th at 3 p.m. So if you're interested in hearing about our quarterly financials, our actual financial statements, please come into the MML on Tuesday, the 30th at 3 p.m. This is an exciting update. We have officially filled our CLS director role. Took us quite some time, but we wanted to make sure we got the best candidate. And I am very confident and very happy and proud to say that Brianne Nance, her last name is now Eagle. But for many of you residents that know Brianne, she was with us in activities under Katie's leadership for several years. And then she transitioned over to dining services for a couple years. Then she took a little hiatus from Cypress Village to explore other opportunities. She really missed all of you, missed us, and she is going to be back. I think her first day is on the 15th. So when you see Brianne and her big smile, wish her a welcome back. We're so glad to have her. And we're expecting really good things out of Brianne. She's going to be able to connect a lot of dots. We feel like she's going to hit the ground running. She's going to support Jay and Julia very well. And we're really excited about having her back. So Brianne, welcome back if you're watching Coffee Chat as well. Resident recognition, this one is a little interesting. I want to give resident recognition this week out to Deb Goings and the fitness classes Thursday morning. It was my birthday yesterday, and I was pleasantly surprised by the group of fitness residents that were in the sales office, and I was completely surprised by the big happy birthday wish I got from all of you. Thank you, fitness class residents, for being there and wishing me a happy birthday. It meant a lot.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Todd. Happy birthday to you. Wait a minute, it's T-Y. Tie.
Oh man, what a surprise.
I want to thank all the residents. I've got a stack of cards on my desk, got a lot of emails, tons of texts. Can't tell you how much it means. Thank you. I can't say much more. I'm just very, very grateful. And I love giving my birthday wishes out to residents, so I'm going to accept those birthday wishes just as equally as happy. So again, thank you, everybody. And as always, I love to mention our trivia winners this week. And we've got an unfamiliar name. They haven't won in quite some time. I can't recall how long. But let's give a big shout out this week to Notre Dame. Congratulations to Notre Dame. Team Trivia, they took it this week, so you guys can relish in that, that winner's circle for a good week and bring it back this week. So congratulations to that team. Last but not least, I'm going to roll into birthday wishes for the residents here. And I am going to start on the 11th, and there's only one birthday gal out there, and her name is Janet Ellis. Yesterday, as well as mine, Janet, so we are the two birthday villagers as of yesterday, and it is a really tough birthday to celebrate, so I'm going to be celebrating mine this weekend with my family. But let's get into birthdays for today, and we've got three. We've got Mr. Bill Holleran, we've got Mr. James Myrick, and Kathleen Horton. Happy birthday to you three. We don't have any on the 13th, but we've got a handful on the 14th, starting with Miss Barbara Smoot, Mr. Jim Griffiths, Dominic Bisbano, William Hayes, Pat Schwartz. Whew, a lot of birthdays on the 14th. Going on to the 15th, we've got Miss Helen Fortner, Miss Doreen Kaysen, and I think it's Helen Fortner's, I want to say it's a big birthday. I want to say it's 106. So happy birthday to you, Miss Fortner. Doreen Kaysen on the 15th, and Susan Tomlinson. We don't have anybody on the 16th, so on the 17th, we've got a sole birthday gal, and her name is Miss Jean King. She has been a resident here for a long time. Happy birthday, Jean. And on the 18th, we've got two. We've got Miss Leslie Brown and Miss Linda Fogg. So we are going to cap it off there on the 18th. Residents, that's going to cap off another virtual coffee chat for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend. God bless you all. Take care.